Welcome to the Races TV. Before we have a chat to a couple of trainers this morning, let's have a look at a busy week of racing here in South Australia. It's Morphettville obviously on Saturday, Queen Adelaide Stakes Day, the feature race, listed race for the 2-year-olds. We've also got the Rain Lover Plate. On Sunday we go to Penola. Next Wednesday we head to Strathalbyn, and on Thursday racing at Port Lincoln, so it's a busy week. McDonald and Andrew Gluyas with multiple runners on Saturday. Andrew, the first of the runners, is the very consistent Juliet's Princess in race number 4. I guess a little frustrating she hasn't broken through recently.
We thought she would have broken through by now. She's probably been the punter's most hated horse. I reckon she started sort of 5 favourites out of almost every start this preparation. So she's been frustrating, I think, for us and also the punting public and the owners as well. And we probably haven't taken much luck into the race either. I think she's drawn 9 of 9 this week. So yeah, things need to pan out for her to get to the line again, but she is very consistent.
Another consistent horse, Spirit of Endeavour, he lines up in race number 5. You've got 2 runners here, Shake My Hand as well. He's going to find it tough. He's still a maiden. He's
still a maiden in the 75 on a Saturday. This is probably tough, and probably might not see him past this grade, but we hope that Spirit of Endeavour can break through and push himself through to perhaps some a bit more competitive racing in the future. And today's a bit of a test, and I'm sure that perhaps at the end of this prep we'll see him better next prep.
What about in race 7, Southern Strike? She must be a filly you like, because you've run her in a listed race at her first start. You've also tried her in Melbourne. She's only had 5 starts, so must be a filly that's shown you a fair bit on the track.
Yeah, we like her work on the track's excellent, and she went over to Melbourne, and out of that race she had a few issues with knees, so we had to tidy them up, had a long break. She come back in, her first 2 starts have been fair this preparation, but probably we expected a little more, so we've sort of let her up, given her a bit of a freshen up between the last start and this, and we're firing, and hopefully she can measure up this weekend. It's a good race for her. And
what about the horse in the last, Battle of a Boy? Been a bit of a surprise packet really. It took him 16 starts to win a race, but I think it's fair to say he's probably turned the corner since that win, and he's never raced better.
He has. We didn't really think much of him at all, in that first preparation a bit, but this preparation he's really stood up, and he's had some horrid runs in the races, some of the races anyway. The last one was a massive effort really, to get so close after sort of being where he was for the duration of the race. So he's shown us that he's got a bit of ticker and a sense of competitiveness that horses need, so hopefully he can break through, and he might be a stayer of the future perhaps.
What's perhaps the best of the stable's chances on the weekend?
Well, we're going into the day with high hopes, but with terrible barriers, so it's hard to pin them down, but I like Southern Strike.
Stuart Gower with 2 runners on the weekend. Son Jack with us. Cairns destination firstly, Jack. Good win on New Year's Day at Morphettville.
Yeah, no, it was a good win for the stable. Good to get up first start of the year. But we're pretty happy with her. She's going well. But she's had a run in Melbourne since, and we're pretty happy with her. Working well, travelled back good. So.
And her run in Melbourne, she ran 8th, but she wasn't disgraced, not beaten that far.
Yeah, it wasn't that far, but it was still a good run. We were pretty happy with it. But hopefully she improves next time. Okay, and Call Me Biscuit broke through last start at Gower. You rode her a bit quieter there at Gower, and she seemed to appreciate that. Yeah, no, she was good. We were planning to ride her quiet, and then did exactly what we wanted. So, yeah, no, it's good. So.
And I guess from barrier 17 on Saturday, you might have to go back again.
Yeah, that's the only worry. You said barrier 17, but hopefully it should be good.
Both horses are well?
Yeah, they're both very happy with them, working well, but yeah, they should be good chances.
Let's have a look at some of the races for Morphettville on Saturday. We'll start with the feature race number 2, the Queen Adelaide Stakes for the 2-year-olds. Disappointing, only a field of 5, and Tony McAvoy seems to have a stranglehold on the race. He's got 3 runners. Only 2 of these horses have raced of the 5, and they are Topake from the Tony McAvoy yard, which won on debut, and the John Sadler Visitor from Victoria, Sworn Revenge. It ran 2nd at its only start. Mark Kavanagh's got a youngster having its first start as well by Street Cry. So that's the Queen Adelaide Stakes, the listed race for 2-year-olds on Saturday. Another race we'll have a look at is race number 4. This is the Toyota Fleet Management Handicap. And Tony McAvoy holds the key here as well. He's got Misty Eyes. This has won its last 2 starts most impressively. It's going to be mighty hard to beat again. Juliet's Princess there with a good chance, a horse we discussed this morning with Andrew Gluyas. And the other race we need to have a look at is the Rain Lover Plate. This race, we've got probably 2 or 3 horses at least here which would be thinking about the Adelaide Cup come March. Rodriguez heads the weights, quality horse from the David Jolly yard. He's our last start winner. He's won 9 out of 26 and nearly $400,000. Even more action going well for Michael O'Leary. Certainly Praise Cedo and My Ex-Mate. They would be at least 2 horses that are eyeing off the Adelaide Cup. Tabulated racing well for John O'Connor. So they are 3 of the races from the 8-race program at Morphettville on Saturday. We'll see you again next week.
There's nothing like a day at the races.